tell you something. Come here. How to change the world. See, in order to change the world, you first have to change yourself. I think the first step to changing the world is being able to recognize the good in all of mankind. See, what really has to be done is we have to increase our love for people. See, a lot of people don't want to be judged, but they're constantly judging. They want to be loved, but don't give it. They wish the world was a certain way, but they themselves don't act accordingly. So I think what people need to recognize is the world will become a greater place when you become a greater person. See, a lot of people have a set idea on how the world is, but your world is a reflection of the way you see it. See, your world is not everyone's world. If you see the world as a angry, hatred, violent, egotistical, everyone for themselves type of world, that's the world you're gonna live in. And the bottom line is you can't change the world. The only way you can change the world, which you can't change the world, but the only way you can change your world is by changing your perspective and the way you treat people. And how you go about life and changing your values and your characteristic and your morals. That is the only way you can change the world. I believe it was Gandhi who said it best. He said, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." And that pretty much sums it up, because that's the only way you're going to be able to change your world, is by becoming the change you wish to see in the world, becoming that better person, doing the right things, building those habits and characteristics that lead you into a better world. If you say, "I wish the world would help people and do these things for people," well, then do it. Because if you start to do it, then that's how you're going to view the world. That people want to do good for other people. That people don't want to see people down and out. That people want to uplift other people's spirits. That people want to give you advice. That people want to help. Even racism. A lot of people talk about racism and how racism should end, and people shouldn't judge people by the color of their skin. But the idea of racism itself creates racism. Because a black man might look at a white man and go, "Oh, he's probably racist. He's probably racist. He looked at me funny. He's racist." When he could have been looking at you for a whole different reason. And a white man might not even think he's racist. But when he sees a black man, he thinks, "Oh, he probably thinks I'm racist. He probably thinks I'm one of those white guys that don't like black people." See, it's perspective, and if you change that perspective and give the next guy the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, he's just another guy like me. We're on equal terms. I'm not going to judge him. I don't know his life. He doesn't know my life. Hey, maybe I'll say hi. With a smile on my face, greet him. You know, it's just like in the movies when you see aliens come to Earth and they say, we come in peace. That's how it is. We come in peace. We don't want to be violent. We don't want to be angry. We don't want to hate people. But our perspective needs to change. This is, in order to change the world, the perspective of the world needs to change. And as long as you have the media influencing our perspective and our vision towards our world, then it's going to stay with a lower level of thinking that's not going to help the world change. So what we need to do is take away all these judgments and racisms and prejudices and evil ways of thinking and think positively towards all people. And maybe someone is racist, or maybe someone is prejudiced, or maybe someone has certain views, but that's not something you should throw at someone right away. You shouldn't judge someone before you've had a chance to conversate with them. Because you never know if that person is having a bad day, or maybe someone in their family just died, maybe they're going through a divorce, maybe they lost a child. You never know what's going on in that person's life, and to judge someone without knowing anything about them isn't a good way to perceive the world, because you've already made the world a bad place because of judgment. And judgment comes from fear. Fear of, I don't know this person. I don't trust this person. See, if you change the perspective to an open mind, not necessarily that you have to trust the person, but get a chance to know somebody and have a fair judgment before you just go and judge someone just by looking at them. Because you don't know that person's story. You don't know that person's life. You don't know what that person's been through. You don't know that person's struggle. So until you know all these things, you can't fairly judge. And maybe some people just need a hug. Maybe some people just need advice. Maybe some people just need guidance. Maybe they never got that. So if you want to change the world, change your views on the world, change your perspective, change how you treat people, change how you live your life, change your characteristics, change your habits, change your values. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it the thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and comment below and let me know how you're taking action on changing your world and making your world a better place. Because maybe what's helped you can help someone else, and we can share this message together and come together for the better goodness of the world and change into a better world. Change the world for the best together by starting with ourselves. Have a great day.